Right, welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. We're going to be going back to the base. Let's see what everyone's got to say when I put Poseidon in. And then we'll check in with everyone. I think it might have been a room or something there, but... Right, we can push all the way back. Right. Here we go then. Second subordinate, well, third subordinate function I guess now, isn't it?
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
Flamethrower.
I'll check in with him when I can, then.
Come on.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in.
Yeah.
Sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
She's got her clutches
I
in him.
believe they have agreed to disagree.
Go on, Val. Tell her where to go.
How's Erend handling things?
He is
Can't have
becoming
burgers without
increasingly
meat.
accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Let's have a look then.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success, given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request. I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an
Build some
ancient
new
tank
stuff.
embedded in
Oh.
the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Right.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout.
Right.
Gaia,
Still a few options we can run through
what was
here.
Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Feral Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
I guess I should get going.
As you say.
Right. We are now 24 as well. And that means we're high enough level to take on the next quest. So I think they are designed to just be kind of hit one after the other,
Anybody
these.
seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
And we have a new quest down here.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
I think I
You
remember
know,
that
I used to
one as
watch
well.
this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Oh, I
Maybe
think
that's why
was
she
one who
reached out
broke
to you?
That deal, wasn't she? To get Apollo. So, she might be somewhat sympathetic.
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me.
Found out.
Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
The meter then. The last one. 3,000 meters away. 3.5 actually. Good lord. Let's have a look. It's all the... Oh my god, it's all the way over there. That's so far. Right, we could go here and just start moving. We might need to get something to ride. Maybe stop here, then go over that way, or something along those lines. Make a little pit stop to get a mount, yeah?
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet. Technology really can be an amazing thing.
Yeah, until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone.
You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Only for you.
Aloy,
Hey, how's everything going?
Right.
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Hmm? Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
That's going to be an interesting meet-up with the parents. Oh, hi, I'm the warrior queen.
Found anything else
Sure, that
coming
won't
through that data?
terrify her away.
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. The Zenith did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Right. Few other people to talk to. And it looks like there's no new stuff to grab from that. Let's try Val.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
We really need
How's
to come up
training?
with a better name than
Discovering
Beta.
something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe.
Hide and conquer a
You
little
brought
bit.
up Rost before.
Possibility.
I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
And the last... Oh no, we've got
Aloy.
Katawa.
It's
I'm beginning
everything
to
all right?
remember the name.
It seemed like you and
So-
Varl were down in that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
How are things going around here?
Looking now,
Hey, you
play
tell
Machine
me.
Strike yet.
Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks
Badly.
of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Not kidding though. Muscle
Still
mass,
sifting
and
through loads
muscle
of
mass,
data?
bone density,
Yeah, it's interesting.
general
There's lots
ability
of
to grow tall.
words
You
I
need
thought maybe I could
protein.
try finding things with more, pictures
Biological
in it.
fact.
Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms, like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
It seems like you're getting a
There's
hang of
just
this data thing.
Netflix and all
Yeah,
that.
it's been helpful when I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. Do be careful out there.
Right. Now where's Katalu? We have a flamethrower to attach to his arm. It will happen. If I keep willing it, it will happen.
Show me more.
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
Right.
I should
think
get
we've
going.
got everything talked
If
about
I
there.
can...
I will.
Right. Let's get on our way. And do we have
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
like the
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
I just think she talks a lot.
they've got a room together then, unsurprisingly. Here's the workbench. Don't think we've got anything yet. We need to get some wait, snap jaws, I think, weren't it? Shell walker lightning gun. Rollerback hammer tail. Snap maw, that's the thing. Stalker stealth generator. Oh, we could go for that one right now. A clamberjaw tail duster. Can we get any pouch upgrades? We've got one squirrel hide. We need pelican feathers. For shredders. Vulture feathers. So I do need some more. And that'll give me more bombs. Spikes need fox hide. Gooses for resource pouches. Rabbit hide for tripwire pouch. Rope pouches for fox bone. Peccary hide. Fox hide. Fox food pouch. Precision arrow. Fox bone. Right. I might create some jobs for these, just while I'm out. So I can quickly look them up wherever I am. In fact, I'll just do it for all of them. Right. That's a good one. Snapmaws. Clamberjaws. If I want to take some time at some point to just go out grinding for gear. Which might be an idea. Right. What have we got though for now? It'd probably be a good idea to go for that tall neck as well while I'm out there. Oh, what the hell was that? Random loading screen, I think that was.
I see you, champion. Sit. If you're ever in need of a quick refuge, there's an ancient tunnel north of here that machines tend to avoid. I scouted it many times trying to find a way further in, but the way is blocked. Whatever the tin had in there, they kept it locked away.
Thanks for letting me know. Ancient tunnel, huh?
If you walk by,
Might be a good idea to take a look around if I'm in the area.
Right. Let's see if we can get... We'll go and get a mount first. Then we'll make our way over. What's going on with that?
That was the plan.
Sounds like there are people in trouble.
Nora! Hey! Over here! You, Nora! Could you assist us with these chargers?
We're
supposed to be guarding against strangers.
And how are we gonna do that, exactly? That doesn't mean you can stop fighting them!
Not out of it yet.
Right to the challenge!
Now we have a chance!
Pick your target. Take your time. Fire discipline, Hatakto.
Hit that one, Kitaka!
What's
Right, can I override one? No. That's not this one.
Don't get surrounded!
You! She killed it. Absolute sod.
That's the last of the chargers. Let's find out what those Tanakh are doing here.
Great, they've killed them all.
Yeah.
Next time, Patakto, you follow orders.
Head round to the rocks.
How did you end up in trouble with those chargers?
You need to answer our questions. We don't answer yours.
Patakto, this must be the Nora who defeated Regala at the Grove.
That doesn't mean she's an ally.
That's pretty much exactly what that means. And we've enough to do chasing down these Regala zealots without picking fights with Nora warriors.
Regala's desert to Noct. We should be fighting alongside her instead of sitting this out.
Regala has forgotten her duty and let her anger at the Carja draw us into... We will speak about this later. You fought with courage and honor. You're free to go on to the Grove, Nora.
If Regala's broken her duty, then why aren't we bringing her to justice?
Because we follow orders. And orders are useful in this fight.
What sort of sword?
Right. Well, while they're arguing, I'm gonna just go and see if I can find another charger. Hopefully not scare more of the wildlife, because I actually want to get some gear from around here if I can. So I need some more vulture feathers. I think I need, what, 3 of these hides? Ooh, some fighting going on here. Oh, what have we got? A bow. A peppery bow. Also, there we go. Still can't do anything about that at all.
Time to ride!
Is this a rebel soldier? No, it isn't. Okay then. Part the mount out of view. I just like sound strong, yeah. So I'm not a different target. So it's aware but not on me, I guess. Hello. Ow. Okay, now they're aware. Oh. Good. Damn that door to be honest, it's like a truck. Ow. A good amount of machine muscle at the very least from this. Missed. Where'd that warrior fella go anyway? Has he just abandoned me? Right. What an unfortunate... Well, did he meet an unfortunate end? Not today. We are completely out of medicine apparently. Oh, that's the point. I've forgotten to grab things from my stash on the way out. Yeah. Well, let's hope that doesn't prove fatal. I suppose we can always just pop somewhere, grab stuff from the stash and... Right. Where could I get stuff from a stash? Probably here. Yeah, workbench and staff there. Just fast travel quickly. Quick in and out, get my gear. Where are we? Here we are.
Ah, the wandering.
Restock all. Lovely stuff.
Come, trade.
Right. We can get close. What's this here as well? Goose feathers. Oh, that's quite nice. It'll actually mark them on the map for me as well.
This is where Zoe said we'd find the Grimhorns she needs parts from to heal Plainsong's land gods. I should let her know I'm here. Hey, Zoe. I'm near the Grimhorn site. Can you join me?
I'll be there soon. Aloy, I'm glad we can do this together. The Grimhorns we're looking for should be just to the north.
Let's go get those control cores.
Thank you again for helping me. If this works, if we can heal the land gods, it will end a generation of suffering for my people.
How do you think Fane and the chorus will take it? They seem to think the tribe's extinction is inevitable.
I've had my disagreements with them, but I'd like to see they'll be happy to be wrong on this.
Probably help if I activated the quest.
There, the Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
Apparently,
We'll just have to be smart about this.
to do that.
I'll follow your lead.
Second verse, kill the machines. This will be painful. Apex Grimhorn. Weak versus only acid. We will put it on spread shot, I think. Yeah, well, it's actually decent far away now. Right, we're getting close. Get it with the spread shot. We'll not start with that. We'll start with this.
Here we go!
I'm empty.
Don't be empty now. We've got.
Let me provide.
Another one. Ow. Oh yeah, I can still be set on fire while I'm in the water. I mean, it's fair enough, it's only like ankle deep, so... Should probably go and help her, but... out here, haven't we? That was much lower.
I'll bring that machine down.
It wasn't long since these were bosses.
That should wake them up.
Can't with my stamina this low.
Why am I just hanging on the side here? I didn't even want to climb up this.
Okay, better.
Goddamn. Right, let's have a look. What else can we do? I'm not just like, ooh, I died a bit. No,
Seems you have business elsewhere.
Cannon.
I'll go back to base. Call me when you want to resume.
What are you on about? Glitch or something there?
There. The Grimhorns.
And they're not alone.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow your lead.
Traps. Got some more blast traps as well.
Spotted.
Got it, just get in there. Ow. For attack, you really need to watch out for. That as well. Gun as soon as she equipped it, and would do it when I told it. Nice. No, don't dodge roll forward. Go back. Come on. This. These are really annoying. Really need to get that. Can't get out of the damn flames. Starting to make some headway. Hey. Rocks and things we can use. There we go.
Targeting that machine!
Do end up close together, we can shoot its back and probably set them both on fire. Oh.
They know we're here now! This one won't stop us!
Oh, yep, they're nowhere. Yep. No, don't climb. Why should climb there? Shield, there we go. Nearly got it. Time is down.